Homecoming parades on Eagle Communications Television brought to you by Auto Collision Specialist, Beaker Insurance, Cross Manufacturing, Downing Nelson Oil, Hayes Chevrolet, Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau, Hayes Planing Mill, Master Cleaners, Midwest Energy, Paul's Lawn and Tree Service, Quilt Cottage, Riedel's Garden Center, Sape Glass Company Incorporated, Insurance Planning, Homestead of Hayes, Barb Wassinger for State Representative 111th District, The Allman Company, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Diamond R Jewelry, Gone Logo, Hess Services, Keithley Funeral Homes, Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, Pheasant Run, Steel Fabrications, and Eagle Communications.
Welcome to the 2018 Fort Hays State University Homecoming Parade. Mike Kerner along with my host John Armstrong. John, 4 years now you've joined me on this parade.
You bet, I love it. Every year, Mike, appreciate it.
We've got the University Police that went by just a second ago as we started this. I don't think we got it on camera, but Chief Ed Howell, University Police Department there. Color Guard, we got them, and also the American Legion Riders going by. Now, University President, we can't forget about them. Fort Hays State University President, Tisa Mason, and also her husband there flew by in that.
Yeah, they did. Like they're keeping up with the chief there.
I guess so. We've got a heck of a lull here in between it. But Dr. Mason, she just, I guess, was inaugurated here just recently. Did you go to the inauguration?
I did. I was there.
10th president of Fort Hays State University. You know, being a university over 100 years old, 10 presidents, that says a lot. We've only had 10 presidents in over 100 years.
You're exactly right, Mike. The longevity of people, and people love the community, the sense of Fort Hays State being a part of that whole community in Hays America. And I actually got to work with Tisa when she was here before as the VP for Student Affairs. It's great to have her back, and we're moving forward doing some great things.
So a lot of great things are happening right now at Fort Hays State University. Again, John, we talked about it. 4th year you've done this with me. We've been doing these parades on Eagle Communications Television for a long time, but Fort Hays always seems to be one of the big ones out there that we do, and so many people attend that parade every year.
Yeah, we talked about it just before we were on air here. There's about 90 entries in the parade, which is incredible, and the weather's going to hold off for us. I think the sun's going to come out. It's going to be great.
Well, you know, we count up some of those entries already. We are doing the Grand Marshal right now, and our Grand Marshal this year is kind of a family of the year, right? It's the Wallace and Shirley Robinson family. Over 20 members.
Glad they could show up. That's a great turnout for their family.
Exactly right. I can hear the band coming. We got the Tiger Marching Band on the way. Would you say that's the Tiger Debs in front of them?
Yep, that would be our Tiger Debs and the cheerleaders. Like they're combined right in here. Looks like the Tiger Debs are right behind, the cheerleaders are first. Some great numbers this year. These young ladies and young men working hard. They have a lot of events. We got one of our recruiting events, Tiger Day, coming up November the 10th, so it's great to see them all.
And what happens on Tiger Day?
So we invite juniors and seniors from anywhere in our recruiting area. We have students from Texas, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, of course, come on a Saturday, and they come visit Fort Hays State. So,
and you give the tours?
Yep, we do the whole shebang that day.
Hors d'oeuvres? Hors d'oeuvres?
You know what? We don't have any hors d'oeuvres, but we do give them a voucher to go to the ball game and get a pop and a hot dog and a candy bar.
Very good. All right, coming upon us now is the Fort Hays State University Tiger Marching Band. Kind of a beloved tradition here at Hays. And the cheer squad, we talked about them and the dance team. The directors of the Tiger Marching Band, Dr. Peter Lilpop and Dr. Jeff Jordan.
You know, they do a great job, and they help us out a lot, and it's been incredible to see their numbers this year. And I tell you what, bands across the state of Kansas are increasing in numbers. It's great to hear that.
Yeah. Victory Tiger. Victory Tiger kind of leading in the athletes that are coming along here today.
I'd watch out for that driver right there if I was Victory.
One of your employees?
No, it's actually Nick Hammockey's, or Curtis Hammockey's boy Nick.
Oh, okay.
He's a GA here in the athletics area, so.
Well, we've got the athletes here from Fort Hays State University walking their way through the parade and handing out a lot of candy as they head along.
Always great to see a lot of our athletes coming out. Now a lot of our redshirt freshmen here coming through. Good specimen of young men here representing Tiger football.
And we'll see how well they do tonight. Going to be a tough game.
That's right.
And also, from what I've heard, great numbers with the crowd tonight. Ticket sales were phenomenal.
They are. They're looking great. In fact, they're bringing in some other stands for the end zones, and GA tickets were even going fast as well. So that's a great thing.
See, somebody told me 7,000 to 8,000 people possibly at the game, which would be phenomenal.
You
awesome.
bet.
See now some stuff with the Journey campaign on it from the Fort Hays Foundation office.
Always great to see the foundation active in the parade. Some familiar faces right there.
Love the stripes. Love the stripes.
The traditional bib overalls right there by Jared Shield, one of the directors of development. Some other fine folks from the foundation.
In that Journey campaign, doing very well right now. Raised more than $64 million towards the effort so far.
You bet.
Oh, there you go.
And that effort's going towards a total campaign goal of $100 million. And you know, with the generosity of all the Tigers across the country, I know we'll get there.
Alumni Board President Betty Johnson just going by. '80 graduate Betty Johnson. Now Alumni Achievement Award. It's Colleen Ellis in there. See Colleen? Have you heard about Colleen?
I have. Glad she's here.
Yeah, she had a chance to make it. And Brenda, of course, has been a teacher for a long time. Alumni Jennifer Lapka is Jennifer. I want to thank her for coming out, doing some great things with the Rightfully Sown out of Kansas City, a nonprofit organization. They help at-risk women and residencies for fashion designers, help them develop business plans and get on with life. Matt Reichsat. There's Matt. Matt didn't get a chance to look our way. Matt, this is nothing for Matt. Matt lives in Alaska.
Right,
and
right.
Oh, look here, what we have now.
There's a little familiar face right there.
Josh just called us a beautiful group. Josh is a lieutenant with the Troop E, the Kansas Highway Patrol. Also, he helps out too as a guest speaker every year with the Hispanic College Institute at Fort Hays. In fact, every year since 1916.
Yeah. He's done a great job for us to help us out with our HCI Institute.
Classes of 58 and 68 coming our way right now in the shot. Now we're going to see some of the little kids out in the community from the Heartland Academy of Gymnastics and the Heartland All-Stars team.
You know, a lot of people take for granted what they don't have the opportunity to participate in some bigger communities, and the sense of community is a perfect example of what a parade is. And there's a lot of young people across that don't really understand what a parade is and don't have that opportunity to have that sense of community. So it's always nice to see all of our young people out here and come and enjoy it.
Nice to see them with gloves doing somersaults down Main Street too.
Aren't you going to do that this year again?
No. Again? I don't think I'm going to be doing that. See, some of these kids are pretty dang talented. Some of these flips they're doing.
Heartland always has a big group. Heartland Gymnastics always have a big group of young ladies and even a few men sprinkled in there a few times.
You can go in there, become members, and work in there, and it's a great place to go. Nice place to, I guess, to go do some work and get. You know, if you're a home-based business, you want to get out a little bit, you can do that.
You know, I know some travelers have come in there and had an opportunity to set up shop and connect and be able to do some work while they're on the road. We
just saw Hayes Has Jobs go by, our camera shot there, and now something that's pretty big in the community. It's the Alpha Omegas. Well, actually, this is for the play, isn't it?
It is. It is. Mamma Mia is going to be a huge production for all of our young men and young ladies that are going to be participating in Mamma Mia. There's a lot of participants in the music. Now the Criminal Justice Club coming into screen into our shot.
Fort Hays State University, award-winning student organization. They do a lot of stuff in the community, involved with Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and other
Opportunity for these young people to come and experience the culture here in Hays, as well as for us to learn more about their culture. And they really love being here and participating in events just like this.
Well, and Fort Hays now, which reaches out not only to the international students here, but with the partnerships they have in all the other countries, in China and Turkey and everywhere else.
Exactly. You know, our students have an opportunity to study abroad, not only domestically, but also internationally. The great thing about that is a recruiting tool for us, is students can do that and they'll pay Fort Hays State tuition wherever they go. So out of state or out of country, you come out there and do a little twist with them, or was that a couple years ago?
A couple years ago, some somersaults. Mid-air flips.
Right, right.
I'm going to take the year off this year.
At least it's not so hot today that these young ladies aren't struggling in the first couple of blocks they've been in. So it'll be great weather for them and nice and cool. And
Let's see how they do in the Frost Fest parade.
right, right.
Approaching now Butch Schleier, Ellis County Commission, running for Ellis County Commission. Butch, a lot of people knew him here in Hays, was with the health float, is represented by a lot of them. Alpha Sigma Alpha, Alpha Gamma Delta, Delta Zeta. There's also Tri-Sigs, the Alpha Gamma Rho, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, Sigma Chi, and Sigma Phi Epsilon. So a lot of them on this float here.
Great to see all of our young people in that Greek life, and trying to expand that with our new opportunities on campus in Tigard Village, a brand new facility they can live in. It's been a great facility for them.
It's a nice facility too. I don't know if you guys are giving tours or anything like that on campus.
Chunking it by the handful.
Yeah, a lot of kids getting the candy here today. Coming up.
Just hopefully he doesn't drill us with any.
What time's it supposed to get 70 degrees?
20 minutes.
About 5.
To be coming up. I think we'll see that here in just a moment. Oh, we've got another politician that slid in on us here. So, we have Alan LaPolice running for the Kansas House. And Alan will be running on the Democratic side this time around. And there's Alan himself right there on the other side walking around.
Usually in that parade, so
He's over. Alan's over on the other side trying to.
It's always nice to see them when they come to Fort Hays State events, especially they're definitely hit when they come to Fort Hays State basketball games, and they kind of are the halftime show. And
yeah,
it's great to see all these young ladies from high school all the way down through elementary school.
You also see a lot of turnout too, with parents and grandparents coming to watch these kids.
Definitely.
All right, seeing Alpha Kappa Pi. It's the University Professional Business Sorority Fraternity.
This is a very large group on our campus of young people that are interested in business in the field. They're very active on campus, and that's an interesting costume right there. They take that to the football game.
And the business department is getting really a lot larger at Fort Hays State University, especially with the club there. They've been around. Here is the student body president and vice president.
Those two young people right there, and incredibly active on our campus and doing a lot of wonderful things.
Now here's the the previous year's king and queen from last year. That means we've got royalty coming our way, don't we?
We do.
Baron Green and Sammy Montgomery, the reigning king and queen. Here we go, homecoming royalty this year. Looks like we've got, and our next one here, it looks like we've got Hayden and also Kaylin.
Two great people representing the VIP ambassadors here on Fort Hays State University.
And our next one up here is Dane and also Allie. So Dane and Allie coming up our way here in the parade route.
You got that on camera.
Awesome, great students at Fort Hays State, very active on campus, and I've had the opportunity to interview a lot of those students for some different organizations on campus, and I always call their parents and tell them how much I'm impressed, because they're just great. Understand that we want them to be active and positive citizens within the community wherever they decide to live, and we want Fort Hays to be a part of that.
We're seeing the State Farm Wayne Voss Agency people coming their way down the parade route here with the tractor and the little Mercedes vehicle. That's the one I want to be driving.
That's pretty sharp.
Just hope they don't have to hit anything to file any claims at the end of the parade route.
Right.
And in the yellow vehicle we see here, now here's Brad Wagner, 63 Ford Galaxy 500 convertible, decorated in FHSU colors. SpongeBob's in the back seat too, on top, carrying a Tiger banner.
Good looking 63 right there. Love to have a couple of those in my...
Here we're getting ready for the Hays High Marching Band. Hays High will have their homecoming down this same parade route next Friday night.
Definitely so. We invite everyone to come down for another parade. 3 parades in Hays, 3 weeks in a row on those Fridays, and with the exclusion of today and Saturday. And congrats to the Hays High football team last night for putting up a great victory against Wichita South. I'm proud of all those young men.
Here we go, the Hays High Band. Politicians in the parade again. Jake Laturner for the 40th Kansas State Treasurer, the youngest statewide official in the United States. There he is. That's the tallest one right here.
That is the tallest one as well.
Care Center. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so be aware of that. We're going to see a lot of pink. The group provides and technologists of Hays Medical Center would like every woman to be proactive in getting their mammogram yearly. Here we go. Jeannie driving over there. It's our parade along our parade. Now to our Eagle Communications entry in the parade route. We've got the Technology Solutions vehicle there first with the ladders on top, then the Hays Post vehicle with local news with Hays Post.
Driving.
Hey, look, we've got
well, we're just glad that Boomer's not driving and that Dustin is.
Try to throw candy their way, but of course we should also tell everybody, along with the Eagle Radio Group, United Way kind of teams up with Eagle Communications on this parade route. In fact, all the parade routes, you'll see pumpkins too, and those pumpkins are to pack the pumpkin is a program. People give their change in their pockets, and that all goes to United Way and helps out all the local organizations.
You bet, and we encourage
residents with cancer for over 3 decades. They've been helping people. They're your local cancer support agency. And then Messiah Lutheran is represented by the tricycle, I should say, motorcycle trike. There's no line, but they say Jesus is king of the jungle.
Actually got married in the Messiah Lutheran Church here in Hays, America.
You did? How about that? More of the Messiah Lutheran Church here. That's kind of a cool float.
You couldn't even hear it.
No, you couldn't. In our shot now, we're going to see the Cub Scout Pack. Cub Scout Pack 133 making their way down the parade route. Like their little lion head faces.
Right.
Tigers.
Right.
Tigers.
Yeah. Oh,
said
my.
lion. And these Cub Scouts are represented by all the way from 1st through 5th grade. So 1st through 5th grade.
Got a little push cart there.
And we've got the Department of Water Resources now coming in the screen. The City of Hays. City of Hayes Water Department with Water Smart Wally. Where's Water Smart Wally? Oh, there's Water Smart Wally. Oh, we don't have it in screenshot now, but we'll get Water Smart Wally now in the screenshot. It's always good that we've got mascots now.
You bet, you bet. I love it when they come to the university during basketball games and they have a little mascot dance-off. That's always a lot of fun.
Is Wally there?
You know, I believe Wally was there, but last year, if I remember right, there's so many of them, I can't remember. It's always nice to see our local people with all of the city commissioners and the state senators and people running for the House and the active people that we have in Ellis County that are representing not only the state of Kansas and locally here in Hayes. It's always nice to see people like this, Chris Rohrbaugh.
Yep, Chris Rohrbaugh running for Ellis County Commissioner. He's a 75 FHSU graduate.
Lots of students and grandkids and things from him that's he's supported through the years and attended Fort Hays State. So.
And we got Hayes Rec Fitness mixed in here with us too.
There's Chris right there. I encourage you, if you haven't had a chance to go down and check out the Hayes Rec Fitness Center, that I would do it. It's a great place and at a reasonable cost for people to go work out.
You promised me built muscles. I'm going to be a bigger muscle because of that. We've got Next Tech is heading past our float now. Next Tech, your leading provider of all the technology.
Nice little bubble machine on the back of that. She's getting her mouthful of those things right now, popping them as she walks.
And we've got Ameriprise Financial here with the Schaefer and Associates.
Looks like they're sponsor of our Kiss Cam tonight at the Tiger football game. So.
Whoa! Look at that! Awesome. We've got the Student Veterans Association now in this black truck. Fort Hays State University Student Veterans Association, proud to support the active military and veteran students as they transition to the jungle of higher education.
Right, you know, that's an initiative we have on campus that we're really pushing at Fort Hays State and providing opportunities for our veterans.
We got Hands Windshield and Glass Repair coming up in the silver truck here. They probably wash some windows after the bubbles go by today.
Right.
And then Art Park showing off their nice colors here, the aqua colors. I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but
I have actually.
A lot of people received those flyers in the mail over the last couple of days. Hayes Art Park will be a fully accessible recreation complex. Will feature a full playground and baseball field, and it's going to be at the Seven Hills Park where they've got some area to build onto it.
You bet. A lot of our students I see walking there that are initiative in our leadership classes on our campus to help raise some funds for the Art Park.
Yeah, we've got the Rotary Club represented here. Service above self. Rotary Club along the parade route here. Another politician, John Walls, is running as an independent candidate for the Ellis County Commissioner position. And now we've got this truck coming by, the Vine Church. An outreach-focused church that would intertwine with the hope of Christ, branching out, growing the intertwining hope. Now the Quest Diagnostics vehicle. Quest Diagnostics here in Hayes. They got some blood for me last week.
Right. Been there a couple times over my span of time here in Hayes, America as well. You know, as we see the Ellis County EMS coming up soon, I've been doing some FEMA training locally at the university, and you know, people need to understand how important our auxiliary services are and these types of personnel that come through and the challenges that they face every day and providing an opportunity for our community to be safe. So we commend what they do every day.
Yep, we've got Ellis County EMS here. One of the ambulances utilized by EMS, providing 24-hour, 7-day-a-week coverage, helping out people in the community. And you don't want to see them out there with the lights on, but
right.
it's nice to know they're there.
You're right. You're right. You know, in response time here in Hayes, it's nice to be in a community where, you know, technically it'd take you a 5 to 7 minute jaunt across town. You know, someone's going to be there to help you.
Oh, I see another dance team sneaking up on us. We got a lot of dance teams in it this year, don't we?
We do. We do. They went all out with this truck right here, so.
No dancing on the truck. But I guess the truck is for the older kids that have put in their time, and also some of the parents. Yeah, parents.
The least they can do is be able to ride on the truck during the parade.
Well, we want to catch this one here because they are a national award-winning styles dance competition. Won some national awards here.
Kind of like their unis. That's what I used to look like when I was in high school, right? That headband. Music in high school too. Their hair was kind of curly.
So you know it all, John. You need to go out and dance with them, John.
Right. I see some of my friends' daughters in here, and they've tried to teach me some moves over the years.
Some of the little kids that don't have it all down yet.
Right.
And into view right now, the Chinese Student and Scholars Association consists of local Chinese students and faculties, as well as staff members from Fort Hays and local families, trying to strive the local community as a bridge between China and other countries, spreading the Chinese culture. Nice bright colors. They're not dancing around as much as they did last year.
Right.
Did a lot of circles last year on us.
We have a great partnership with NCK Tech, right locally here in town, called the Gateway Program. So a lot of students can come over and use the services that we have at Fort Hays State and being an NCK Tech student.
I also noticed over in the new CATS building, if people haven't been over there too, there's a lot of partnerships with NCK Tech and also with Fort Hays State University in that building.
Definitely so. You know, the biggest part of that is the welding program. They can come over and participate in our building, as well as that credit from NCK Tech. It's a great partnership.
Seeing now the Orscheln Farm and Home antique tractors coming down the Fort Hays State University parade path route.
Got a few of them coming here.
A lot of them coming. I got behind this group of them on my way over today.
Oh, did you?
They drove this fast.
Well, it's neat to see these guys that have these. To be able to have these things shine up like that, and be able to drive and have the opportunity that, I'm sure this isn't the only parade that they're in. I'm sure they're in others.
I would bet so.
And to think how far machinery's come over the years.
Yeah, doing it out in the sun, trying to be out in that field.
Right.
Now you get radio and GPS and cab, and
It'll practically serve you a cup of coffee nowadays.
if it doesn't have one in there, yeah.
As we have a little time here, as I was walking up to the parade today, I always like to walk down and see all the families line up along the streets, and people park here and get here early to get a good spot and be able to see people that they know and wave at people. And I don't know, today is always a good day for me to just kind of smile about the place that you live. You know, you don't think about some of those things sometimes until you have the community come together in a place like this. And whether it's supporting TMP Marion or Hayes High or Fort Hays, it's just it makes people smile.
Well, you know, his work as a person that works in the admissions office, this is probably something you would love to see some of the young kids come see, all this support for Fort Hays State University.
You bet. You know, one thing we're really trying to do is unlock, you know, young people's potential and their untapped area that they really don't understand yet, but also give them the sense of what a community actually looks like, feels like, and they have that opportunity here. You know, we have students from all across the country that come, and they've never seen a parade. They don't understand what people do at a parade, or even going to like a football game when there's 7,000 people there, and understanding what that means, not only about what's going on in the field, but what's going on outside the field, and how people are proud about where they either going to school, or they're living, raising their children, or retiring.
And the kids also don't realize what it's like to pick candy up off the ground and eat it.
Right. My brother-in-law came a few months ago, or a few years ago actually, to a parade, and they live in Overland Park, and their kids hadn't been to a parade before. They were wondering if they needed to make a donation for all the candy that was on the ground that their kids were getting.
They can.
They can.
Again, you're watching the Fort Hays State University Homecoming Parade on Eagle Communications TV and Hays Post. John Armstrong, along with myself, Mike Kerner. John, we see you around Fort Hays. You were at the admissions office and the foundation office, and now back with the admissions office, and a chance to talk to all those kids all the time. And with the foundation office, you were there and you watched things grow, where people that have graduated, alums, and people that really care about Fort Hays State University have a chance to give back and help some of those young kids out that are coming in the future.
You're right. You know, Mike, what I really tried to let our admissions staff know is, you know, it's kind of a full circle. We're recruiting them to come in, and then the students are graduating, and they'll be able to give back at some point in time. And connecting with those alum while we're out there is an important piece, because they know, and they have nieces and nephews and friends that are around their corner.
Exactly. So I want to thank Fort Hays for that. Right now, we're seeing the Hays Oilers youth football team. Go team!
I actually went and watched the Hays Oilers last weekend play, and they're having a great season right now. There's a lot of age groups with the Oilers.
Rodeo Club now. We see the 2018 Miss Teen Rodeo Kansas, Jalen Pfeiffer and Tiffany McCaffrey there.
I love being involved in the rodeo the last few years. We have a lot of great students, and wow, they have a great turnout every year. And the rodeo is, if it's something that someone hasn't experienced at some point in time in their lives, I'd encourage them to go.
We got a little bit more of a gap here. Fort Hays State University football game tonight, and going to be a tough team. We talked about that a little bit ago, them bringing some bleachers out for it tonight because they've sold out so many seats, and that's kind of nice to see. That's kind of support from the community, and I love it too that maybe you have kids coming to have a chance to see that too, because the community supporting Fort Hays in not only parades but the football games and all of that stuff.
You know, it's amazing to see what the last 7, 8 years have brought to Fort Hays State University. You know, fall is the time for football in the Midwest, and you know, when you have an incredible support system of people and you're winning football games, it's just that much more fun. And, you know, kudos to our coaching staff and their athletic department of making that an important piece of Fort Hays State University. And Coach Brown and his staff do a tremendous job of getting great kids here, kids that want to work hard, and kids that have the mentality of what he's looking for, and it's proven his point. You know, we've got more Kansas kids on our team than any other Kansas school does, and I think that says a lot about what we want to give back to the state of Kansas and have those people come and see what Fort Hays State football is all about.
Recruiting as local as you can. That's a good idea.
That's right. That's right.
Well, we're seeing the Hays Middle School marching band coming our way down the parade route. It's under direction of drum major Devlin Yoakum, featuring twirlers. We've got Katie, Shanti, Shelby. Color guard members are Beth, there's Callie, Taylor, Jacine, Avery. Drum captains are Greg and Emma. Band directed by Renetta Dawson and Matt Romy. Percussion instructor Sean Henderson. And auxiliary instructor Shelby Higdon. Here we go, let's watch the band.
Great to see numbers at the Hays Middle School band here.
Could be Sigma Alpha sorority here coming our way. Sigma Alpha sorority is a professional ag sorority on campus. Goal is to promote women pursuing careers in ag, along with raising awareness of ag in the community.
Another very big program on our campus is our agriculture department.
Here we see the Volga German Scholarship recipients coming down our parade route. Since 1973, the Volga German Society has been helping out these parades. Do you know, we'll talk about Schubert here coming down, but I'll go back to the Oktoberfest. I learned this yesterday in one of my interviews. The original start of the Fort Hays Oktoberfest festivities in Hays were so a group of guys could raise some money to help kids build floats for their parade in the Fort Hays parades.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
That's how it
really
started.
cool.
It started to raise some money for that and bring awareness to the culture.
Oh, wow.
Got Next Tech Wireless here coming our way down the parade route. And University Activity Board. They always do a lot of great things on campus, University Activity Board.
You know, in the UAB is an opportunity for students to get involved at a time that's kind of open for them, and they provide free activities for students on our campus. They go out and seek those activities and bring them to Fort Hays State. There's a Tyra works in my office, in the Office of Admissions. She's one of our student tour guides. So. Bruckner's truck in the parade route here. Pretty clean looking truck.
I
was getting ready to say the same thing. How'd you like to spend the time to clean that baby up?
Oh, that took some time. You don't take that through a regular car wash.
Right.
Making the way on the parade route, and the horses, which always signals the end of the parade, doesn't it, John?
It does. There's a reason they're in the tail end.
Well, John, thanks for joining us today. Again, you said this was your 4th year doing it?
It is.
Hopefully you do it number 5 next year.
I'm willing to join. I appreciate you asking. It's always a pleasure.
John Armstrong with the admissions office at Fort Hays State University. I want to thank him. Being a representative of Fort Hays State University and coming down here and being a part of the community and being part of this parade on Eagle Communications TV and also Hays Post. Thank you for watching. I'm Mike Kerner, and this is the Fort Hays State University Homecoming Parade 2018. Also want to thank our camera guy back there. Gabe is our camera guy today, so Gabe, want to thank him for all the shots he's got for us too. So have yourself a great time, and thanks for watching.
Homecoming Parades on Eagle Communications Television brought to you by Auto Collision Specialist, Beaker Insurance, Cross Manufacturing, Downing Nelson Oil, Hayes Chevrolet, Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau, Hayes Planing Mill, Master Cleaners, Midwest Energy, Paul's Lawn and Tree Service, Quilt Cottage, Riedel's Garden Center, State Glass Company Incorporated, Insurance Planning, Homestead of Hayes, Barb Wassinger for State Representative 111th District, The Allman Company, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Diamond Art Jewelry, Gone Logo, Hess Services, Keithley Funeral Homes, Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, Pheasant Run, Steel Fabrications, and Eagle Communications.